And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he's got some space here. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
When he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again. Carr throwing middle, but it's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Into the red zone, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So out come the Raiders. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs. And
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And Champ Bailey, a man who had 52 picks in his great career, has a pick there.
And if people had actually challenged him more, what do you think that number would have been?
Could have been higher. They just didn't like to throw his way, and for good reason.
Well, when you throw it and he takes it away, and he had such great ability that when he made an interception, there's a potential it'd end up in the end zone. He played both ways in college at the University of Georgia.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Going with a short yardage man, Gronkowski. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Tomlinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Again, it'll be Tomlinson. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Second down, to the offense in search of 6 yards. Again, it's Tomlinson. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now the former Gamecock, Spencer Lanning, on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And that all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it, here's Reggie Bush. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Throwing now is Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Carr looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Play clock winding down.
Let's go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Let's go!
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Carpenter now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed
how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Moss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Throwing on first down is Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Thomas Davis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, 58 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Back to throw again, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 29. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On second down, here's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Carr. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The play clock's running down.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. A good pickup there, a 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll look to throw now on first down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go. 58.
He'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And here we go on 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 58.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Corey Peters in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Carr now on first down. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Caught by Nelson. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. LaDainian Tomlinson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw his car, and that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Ready to go now on a sunny afternoon in the East Bay. And off we go from Oakland. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Let's go!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there from 17 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throw on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On third and long, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moss. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. Blue 58.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted it his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Let's go. Blue 58.
They'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Jack Del Rio going to take a chance here. His guy's going for it on fourth.
3-2. Let's go. Blue 58.
Time running out here on the play clock. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They run with LT, and he's got room. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And this is Tomlinson, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Tomlinson, and he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Carr. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Carr going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Let's go. Blue 58. Got four down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Let's go. Blue 58.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This one taken just inside the 10. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing on first down is Carr. They set up the screened LT. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's Tomlinson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now it's Tomlinson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Play clock winding down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Room here to run. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going to look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second and goal now from the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now Carr. And an alley to run. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. And they'll go on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Spencer Lanning now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Let's go!
Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Complete to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. To throw is Carr. Going up top. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent return to start overtime. So do they get crazy and attack the end zone and try and get the 6 points to end the game? Or do you just play it to where you kick the field goal and put the game in the hands of your defense?
shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now.
Let's go!
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. And the play clock's running down.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go! Blue 58!
And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Let's go! Let's go!
Time running out here on the play clock. Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's Melvin Gordon's Chargers. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs to try to control the pace of the game. It's Melvin Gordon's Chargers going up against Todd Gurley's Rams.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Speaking of Todd Gurley, not his best week last week. He had that streak of 100-yard games going, but I think he, 14 carries, 43 yards is what I have down for him.
Almost scored a touchdown, though. Reaching for the ball at the pylon. It was ruled a fumble. Trying to get into the end zone, showing that effort, but he definitely looks like the Todd Gurley we saw as a rookie in 2015. He is a force to be reckoned with because it's not just running it. He catches it in the open field, makes people miss, and of course, will run over a few people along the way as well.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And the cutback to the sideline. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 72 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, Rivers again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now Goff on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 76 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Rivers on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. So that'll back him up 5. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Throwing, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Again they run with Gurley. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Third and 4. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out come the Chargers. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some space here. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 54 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Novak out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Benjamin. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Second down, Rivers. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Now Gordon on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Rivers now on second down. And this is complete. It's Allen. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Rivers. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Tyrell Williams from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Novak to tack on the extra point. And he knocks it through. Novak out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So now here are the Rams. Offense comes back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's Gurley. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. He'll let it fly for Austin. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Just beating the play clock is gone. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And that'll set them back 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Robert Quinn coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the interception, here's Goff. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again, Rivers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Chargers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing Rivers.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was
is in college, and our defensive coordinator says we're going to call this be who you are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 1st and goal, Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now it's gone. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So they're going to go for 2.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Zerline now for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Single receiver. Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver. Set. Round 80.
Rivers now. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Set. 390. Hey.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set. 380.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Lock 15.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Set. 380.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. The tight end Henry here in motion. Play fake. Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The play clock's running down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. The complete.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Rivers' Chargers.
And, Larry, I thank you. We are at the home of the Chargers for the next 4 years as you get a look at the StubHub Center here in the L.A. suburb of Carson. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. With the Arizona Cardinals. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, Peterson. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd down, Palmer. He checks it down here to Ellington. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Set. We got three. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Time running out here on the play clock. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Now Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long run.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 2. Now Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now it's Palmer. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Back to the ground, Peterson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Palmer now off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on fourth down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chargers getting set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Ready.
Second down, Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And some room to roam now. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Rivers on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Open man, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. A toss play. Gordon. They find some open field here. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon, 59 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhanded, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Palmer. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Second down, Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. the gun. Palmer. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down, Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Try some trickery here with Allen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Watch him now, Barney. Let's go. Check 31.
From the gun, Rivers. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards.
Ready? All right, now, lock it, 50. Back down in that belly. Here we go. Clutch. On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. Run 80. Bud, you gotta be quick. Get on the foot right here. Detroit!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Rivers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The play clock's running down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Time running out here on the play clock. 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And Gresham has it left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Palmer. And he will find his man on the outside. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go. It's Palmer on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. This is Gordon. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a big 32-yard play on third. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Gordon on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Watch time, watch time. Tie it right.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.